Hello, hello, and welcome back to Bloodborne. The Yarnum Mothman is back on the prowl, and today we have quite a few things to go ahead and deal with. Hello, T-Rex. How goes it? Always here early. Early bird gets the worm, and this game has a lot of worms, so lucky you, I suppose. You ready to get warmed up? You're alright. Throat's a little bit raspy, so I got my water here. You'll hear me take sips. So, I love getting the worms. Your worm. I'm afraid you're mistaken. How are you, Doc? I'm hanging in there. Christmas is right around the corner. And that's kind of where all of the holiday stress just kind of disappears and people say, fuck it. I don't care about the last 7 days or whatever, however many, 6, technically, days after Crimbus. All the way through New Year's. What was the joke? That leaves 6 days unattended by Santa Claus, so it's like the holiday purge. That's how it is. Anyways. What was I thinking of doing? I need quite a few more blood echoes before I can do anything. Okay. So, first things first, we have a dinner date with... that's not what I wanted. With one daughter of the cosmos. So we're gonna purchase 3 entire bolt papers. Forgot how freaking expensive they are. And we're gonna go ahead and head back to the Lumenflower Gardens, and we're gonna hit up exactly where we left off. By that, I mean beating a large woman to death. Which is my preferred, alongside clubbing baby seals, it is my preferred form of entertainment. But yeah, we have a few things to take care of, kind of wrap up before I move on with the plot. The story of Bloodborne, because many people are mistaken when they think FromSoft games don't have a story. I used to think that. I used to be so confused about what the heck was going on that I never played these games. And it wasn't until rather recently when I learned about how the lore is told. I say recently, about 10 years ago now. What's your opinion of Neil the Seal? Is that the Australian one? If it's the Australian one, then he's a Giga Chad. If it's any other seal, I'm sorry, but it's off to the farm. Yes, sir. Yeah, Neil the Seal. What a fucking unit. He's goated. With all the sauce. Neil the Seal is a hero. Is it? I don't care what they say in this house. Neil the Seal is a hero. Anyways, we're gonna get Damien here, and we are going to... Imagine missing work because Neil the Seal blocked your car. I would be so fucking happy. Like, legitimately, I get a cool seal friend, and I don't have to work that day. Boop. Say which one about a bride is. She do got a fat ass. Jesus. I wanted this. Girl, can you stop trying to kill my flesh shield immediately? This how goes it. Oh! She got me with that backhand. That backhand is lethal. I don't know if it's safer to be in front of her or to keep circle strafing her. Because in front you have a little bit better idea of the wind-ups and what attack she's using, but on the other hand, she can headbutt you, which comes out very fast. She can also charge you, which will basically guarantee your death. Am I low on blood vials? Oh my goodness! That hasn't happened in a while. Crazy. Oh, hold on. Let me switch to all chat real quick. I'd hate to miss what you peeps are saying. Oh, I'm getting text massage. I'm waiting for the furnace guy to show up. Yeah, it'd be like that. Have you tried moving the coal from the top slot to the bottom slot? Sometimes people put it in wrong, and you have to remember food and cookable items on top, and then your coal in the bottom, or charcoal. You can also use a lava bucket if you're feeling spicy. Wouldn't recommend it though. It's hard to keep track of. Aris, how do you not know how that works? You were there when it was invented. Yo, Damien, you gonna fucking heal yourself? Shot after shot, you little turds. Yeah, you know it. Go on, bloom. Okay, so I'm a Mensa Scholar, which means we can rush in and smack your booty cheeks. Can't believe we got away with that. Time's a bit off. Thanks, Damien. You are an adequate meat shield, and no one can ever take that away from you. Gotta make sure you feel love, Harris. Yeah, but, there is a reason we came back here, because Abritus, daughter of the cosmos, also happens to be some form of time-based entity, from what I can tell. Not exactly sure the logistics of it, but if we come over here to a statue of Rom the Vacuous Spider, who is family of Abritus, we can offer flesh to the altar. Now, not just any flesh, mind you. That's the wrong button. I've been playing too much Resident Evil. Specifically, this queenly flesh. What remains of Annalise, Blood Queen of Canehurst. This pinkish lump of flesh remains warm, as it is cursed. All hail the undying Queen of Blood. Hashtag spood. For reals. Time flows in reverse for this scrap of flesh. Now we inspect, nothing new happens. This is literally all you can do here, but it is kind of a cool thing that I feel like they should have done more with in order to undo some of the fates of people, such as the orphans of Gascoigne. Yes, I said orphans because there is a older sister who shows up after the little one dies, and then she dies too because Lamau, kids in yarn. This game is literally just how many ways can we kill a child? I'm not joking. Yeah, so we're gonna get that, and then we are going to travel to the Vile Blood Queen's chamber, because the flesh had its time reversed, and what does that mean? It means that Annalise is now back alive. Just so you know, it does not work on Alfred. Alfred is fucking hashtag dud. Yeah, unfortunately, even if you talk to her...
Blood or no, bend. Closest of kin.
She does not react to the fact that we betrayed her.
What is that? We await thy for the...
Just another Tuesday for Annalise. Yeah, so she does not react in any way. I wish there was, like, some dialogue or something. I'm not the only one who has that opinion. I feel like this questline is, one, very, very cool, and two, not as fleshed out as it could have been. I mean, that's kind of a lot of this game for me. Alfred would be too strong. He had to keep himself humble. No. I'm not sure if you were there for it. I think you were, but we actually humbled Alfred. After he smushed the queen into a bajillion goo piles, we kind of said, "Alright, bro, I think you've kind of lost your head a bit. So we're gonna take your face off. Face off." And put him down like the rabid dog that he is. It's alright, he would have killed himself literally the next time we met him anyway. Or found him, I guess. So it was more just a fun little thing to do there. So that's all that you get from that. Not a terribly exciting quest, but it has a lot of steps, and for that, I like it. But, man, you got really horny about faces. No, I got really horny about Nicolas Cage. There is a difference. But we are going to head right on to the Nightmare of Mensis. Now, we were told we have to break the Mensis ritual, but we're not entirely sure what that entails. All we know is that after interacting with a dude in the cuck chair, we are now in what appears to be the land of howling faces and creepy glows. So, real quick, I am going to add sedatives to my... God, I forgot you were Mothman. How could you forget this radiant presence? Yeah, baby, yeah. So, as soon as we step out, that will light up, and we will immediately begin taking tick damage from Frenzy. So you could do this really slow and calculated and try to get from one piece of cover to the next while fighting enemies. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this the baller way. Don't stop running, don't stop running, don't stop running, 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 don't stop running, don't stop running, they will kill me and eat my ass. I'm not joking about the eating my ass, by the way. It's really scary. And we get inside before anything bad can happen. You like it, though? Only while I'm alive. Like, be so for real with me. Oh god, this room. So there are quite a few spoders here that will activate once you make some decisions. So we're going to go ahead and make some decisions for them by thinning their number before they activate. And no matter what happens, we do not want to drop down. You die in more pleasure than most. No. I'd argue I would not. Decisions. Exactly. Oh my god, they hit so fucking hard. So now we have to repeat the process. But now it will be a little bit faster because we don't have to open the door. But as you can probably tell, this section is very difficult. That's what she said. Decisions. Okay. What's up, dog? Shit. Yeah, so we're at a point in the game where literally everything in this game can basically one-shot us, which is going to make this very interesting going forward. I'm going to see if I can continue with my low health playthrough, but if need be, I will absolutely change to something else. It is possible to kite the wolf enemies around because they will also take damage from the area effect that is known as the Brain of Mensis. It is certainly something to behold. So we are going to continue our little scheme, our little plot. This time we're going to be extra careful to not be overzealous and take on more than we can handle. Forgot I don't have a gun equipped. Alright, thankfully he dropped some quicksilver bullets for us so we can continue our little tirade our plots and schemes. So this may be, I don't know if I consider it cheesy as well, or if it's just kind of the smart thing to do. You know, in all my years of playing this game, I don't think I ever noticed there was a room right here. Not that it really had anything worthwhile. Let's see. Looks like it's just the 2 more babies and then the big one. Want to know something really interesting about PlayStation? So sometimes, I think Figgy knows as well, but sometimes your connection for like streaming just kind of goes in and out. But what's interesting is recently my PlayStation Plus expired, and since then, these last 2 days, I have had no connection issues whatsoever. I gotta go picking up family members. Might see you later. We'll see. Well, I appreciate you dropping by either way. Now we could probably run for it if we want. Do we want to fight the Spoder? I think it respawns anyway. Bye, T-Rex. Drive safe. I think the Spoder respawns, so it may be in our best interest to just fucking run. Because really what we're scared about is the sheer number of them blocking us as we go. I can't remember if this one drops anything worthwhile. I'd assume not, because late game Bloodborne, you don't really get jack shit. So it drops behind us, we get the Shaman Bone Blade, and we are going to sprint. God, why is there a fucking baby? And then this dude with his Rose Marinus is kind of a pain in the ass. Not particularly. I say that as I get fucking nailed. Embarrassing. He's not particularly dangerous, as I forget that I have a toothpick for a health bar. So normally he's not too dangerous for most of you who play this game like a sane person. Fuck, can we start all the way back here? Alright, round 4, baby? I don't think it drops anything special. Good to know. Alright, so I'm just gonna ignore it then. The real problem is all of the baby spiders, because they will track you into that hallway. Do I want to do this the coward's way? Do I want to slowly whittle them away? Or do I want to do this like the fool that I am? Do I want to just attempt to run a little spood? You know what, let's do this the fun way, why don't we? And by the fun way, I mean the very unfun way. Are they not following? I find countering hunters is much more difficult. You can see why I'm a little hesitant to do that. As I turn around, we just see hundreds of Edgar, Spood of Mensis. Yes, hundreds of little thoraxes, big ol' bug butts in our face. Alright, let's give it another try. I am doing this far from the smartest way, I think. But of all the ways to do this, this is certainly one of them. Typically, you want to have, you want to go through here slow and steady, being intelligent as you go. Not such for me. We do not have the HP pool to be patient, and I have too much ADHD to spec into HP. That's right, self-sabotaging wins again. Let's go, baby. God damn babies. There we go. Get fucked. And the Spoods are no longer chasing us, so we are free to roam about the cabin. Where are you? There's the little dudes. I forget what they're actually called, but I really want to fucking call them Smurfs for some reason. They can be dangerous if not handled right, but for the most part, they will just kind of roam around you until you turn your back, and then they'll go in for an attack. Because they're conniving little hellions, like all child-sized things. Especially dogs. I love how you can hear the brain. They have slappy feet. I think that's true. Yeah, so you can see they can be targeted by the Brain of Mensis, and oh boy do they do damage. Or oh boy does the brain do damage. But we have now activated our lantern that we will be using for basically the rest of this level. I'm going to go back and forth just to ensure that I do, in fact, respawn there. And there's a name we have not seen. Margot's Loft. Who or what is Margot? We have seen that name a little bit before, and we've heard music for it even more often. In fact, if I go ahead and take out the music box, something we got near the very beginning of the game, you can hear little bits of it, but that is actually, the name of that song is Margot's Lullaby. So we are going to be hearing a lot about Margot from this point on up until we murder Margot. Because if there is something here that has a name and it isn't human, we are going to kill it. And even if it is human, we are probably going to kill it anyway. A hunter must hunt, you understand. Is there a trap up here for this one? Murgo Snurgo. Exactly. I don't hear any. Oh, right. Yellow backbone. Fucking useless. I should probably talk about the weird eyeballs. Huh. So there are some eyeball spiders around, but you'll notice that all of them are impaled with what appears to be some kind of like tree branch. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Be right back, Furnace Guy. Go for it. But we do know that when the brain attacks us, we also get those weird little branches stabbed through us. So we can assume that it's some form of frenzy. So these eyeball spiders likely saw something beyond their scale. That's what frenzy is. It's madness brought on by realizing you are not the only thing in this universe. There are things so gargantuan that you are but a speck of dust floating through space. That is essentially what the frenzy in this game is. I do like the Elden Ring version, just calling it madness better, because I think it's more apt. But this game came out quite a bit before Elden Ring, so I can't blame it too much. Even if it does have a cooler weapon system. Cough, cough. Bring back trick weapons from Soft, you fucking cowards. Hello, child-sized enemy. Just like I will channel the powers of my father as I beat you with a cane. Now you will know what it is like to be chosen by the blood. What up, Jar Jar? Oh dear. HP low. I can't forgetting that. I have not specced any points into my HP, despite the fact that I keep saying it. I still feel so cocksure walking into enemies. You'll have that. But thankfully, we now actually have a faster route, if I can remember to actually use the frickin' reset button every time I go, to getting back to the action. But the Yarn of Mothman does not quit, for he does not know the meaning of that word. In fact, he doesn't know the meaning of most words. He's kind of a menace to society. He's kind of a fucking problem. And goddamn, he's not gonna let Jar Jar Binks be the solution. God fucking forbid. Later. Well, I just got a concerning text. My brother just texted me, hey, check outside the window every so often to make sure the yard isn't on fire. I love not having context. It makes things so much more fun, don't you agree? Are you not gonna... Oh, there he goes. And now, we're seeing something so goddamn wrong. And now it's starting to make sense why the crows bark at us. Because they're not crows, they are horrid amalgamations look, man-made horrors beyond my purview of reality. I don't know. But it's not just the crows that have dog heads. The dogs also have crow heads. So, you know, at least they're being equally fucked up. As long as none of them start saying Big Brother Edward, I think I'll be fine. Not happy, mind you, but I can survive. Whew. Got them both, but unfortunately they make noises I don't like. Goddamn children crying all the goddamn time. I'm sick of it. But we have now activated our second quick trip, whatever you want to call it. This one's a little bit obnoxious because the cage door closes when you try to get out when it's activated, meaning that you can't really send it back down, or you can, it's just a pain in the ass. So we're going to ignore that. There's a couple items down there, but as I said, late game Bloodborne does not reward you really for exploring. Instead, we have to do things the long and tedious way. Boop, 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 boop. You're going to be seeing a lot of these guys, these little weird-ass puppets, because the Scholars of Mensis, as we are about to meet, are not exactly what we'd call physically capable. They're kind of shit.
Ah, cause. Or some say cousin.
Or more so,
Do you hear our prayers?
they don't shut the fuck up. Like me, but more
We
snivelly.
shall not abandon the dream. Just no one can stop us now.
Weird guy. Now this fight is incredibly easy, so long as you don't rush it. This is a gimmick fight, slow and easy. But you are going to be jumped quite a few times as you go, so it is prudent to take your time. It makes it seem like you're going to have to chase him through a maze, but you really don't. Also, I want to be quiet for a bit because this is one of my favorite tracks. But yes, I really do love this piano. The intro reminds me of BioShock. And then the rest of it is just very sinister and sprawling. Really adds to the madness of this encounter, which feels labyrinthian, despite the fact that he has a preset path that he follows. Now, something else to be weary of is you'll notice that these enemies do not restore our health when we hit them, because they are not living and thus do not bleed. So that's another reason why you should really take your time in this fight. Otherwise, you will get overwhelmed very quickly. It also helps if you clear out these little puppets every time one pops up. But yeah, I don't have much to say about Mikolash. He's a little obnoxious brat that runs from you the entire fight. Until you corner him, at which point he will start spamming you. Thankfully, he sticks over to his corner somewhat. But you need to be wary because he does a lot of damage very quickly with that. I can't remember if that's the Augur of Abriatus or what the name of that attack is. But he fucking loves it. And he can spam it, because fuck you. And good luck parrying him. So he dances around, he attacks from a distance, he uses puppets. Overall, he is one of the least entertaining fights. He doesn't really challenge us.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. Nightmare swirls and churns unending.
So he's a coward and a baby, which is completely different from everything we've faced thus far. But that does not mean he is weak. As I said, he does a lot of damage, and he has plenty of peons who love to kill you for him. And they will. They hit much harder than he does, and they are... The crossbow ones in particular I've had issues with. A bit of a connection is... Shut the fuck up, dude! Smart. This guy is literally just the Reddit I am so smart fucking posts. I have an IQ of 200. Leagues more intelligent than what you can possibly understand. Oh yeah, sometimes those dudes like to pretend to die. Is this the room? Is this the room where you just fucking obliterate him?
Ah, of course. Or some say Cosm. You hear our prayers.
Real quick, I'm going to pull out my...
Oh, of course.
Oh my fucking god, shut up! So he interrupts you every time you're in your menu trying to do shit. Dude loves fucking talking. So every time we shoot him, he will... go back here. So if you've spec blood tinge enough, you are very much capable of just cheesing the fuck out of this. I just figured I'd show you this. I have not, in fact, spec'd enough, but I do enjoy shooting him in the crotch as often as possible. It doesn't really do anything, it just makes me feel better that I have to put up with this fucking moron. Now, what you can do is, if you are willing to put up with it, you can totally just throw some, looks like I took too long. But yeah, so you can cheese him, you can throw some poison daggers in there for good measure, so he dies slowly and in agony, which is exactly what he fucking deserves. We kill Mikolash not because he is dangerous, but because he will not shut the fuck up. And you know what? Just because he is making me feel a certain kind of fuck you, can we actually build poison on this twat? Hello?
As you once did for the vacuous Rome. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes.
Oh, was there a patch or something? It didn't seem like it. Did I break it? I might have broken this. Whoopsie daisy. You're alright there, buddy? What the actual fuck is happening right now?
Ah, cos. Or some say cousin.
Ah, there you are.
Prayers?
Oh dear. So, I think our shenanigans have caused us some issues. This is not supposed to happen. Oh, did he finally fucking move on? I have never seen it this janky before. What is even happening right now, dog? And he'll teleport back to this mirror. I don't even know what's going on right now, not gonna lie. Ah, there you are. Alright, and now in his final phase, he will not leave that room. We are finally free to stop chasing his dumb ass and having the fight glitch out on us. What a fucking shit show.
Oh, of course. Well, some say Cosmo.
Some say Cosmo.
No praise.
You
Like he was wrong.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, I'm sick of him. Bro is the worst fucking yapper.
Ah, of course. Well, some say Cosmo. Do you hear our prayers? As you once did for the vacuous one. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes. Grant.
This is easily the most dangerous part. Because of fucking course it is.
Cosmos, of course.
Yeah, and you know the worst part about this? I have to do the whole fucking thing over again. So, easily one of the most annoying bosses, but the fact that he has such a banger song, and also that he is so different from everything else in the game, I can't bring myself to hate him as I rightly should. I should fucking despise this guy. His boss fight is boring. He won't shut the fuck up. Everything about him is something I should hate. And yet, they lean so hard into the you should fucking hate this that I somehow can't bring myself to. It's bizarre. Alright, this time we're going to do it without gimmicks or trying to cheese the fight in any way. Where'd this dweebus go? There you are. You gonna run? You can run all you want. The Mothman is a persistence hunter. So kind of you to offer snacks along the way. Go on, get back up. I know you're playing. So, usually you just have to chase him a few laps around. He has a pre-programmed path that he follows. This time I'm going to be slightly less whimsical in my approach to beating him. Because there is a much more fun boss that comes after.
Ah, of course.
Shut up, I've heard it before. So yeah, whenever I'm fighting him, I'm fucking sick of him. But every time I look back on Bloodborne, I think of Micolash and go, what an interesting fight. Maybe not good, but definitely one of the most unique in a Souls game. Or I guess technically this isn't a Souls game, but it really is. Soulsborne, whatever you want to call it.
As you once did for the vacuous one. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes.
There you are. And then he will lock the door. So this time we were not able to trap him at the mirror, which means that he will go from half HP instead of his usual full HP. Or sorry, his about a third HP where we had him last time. If you have enough DPS, you can't just trap him in the mirror and keep fucking running his fade. But let's... do I have anything that can raise... Not really, so we're just gonna fucking go for it. Oh my god, fuck, dude. I don't know if I really want to continue going with fucking base 8 HP. If this is going to be my experience of getting one shot by Micolash, of all people, is my fate. I might actually, one, have some HP, and two, maybe put on something that doesn't have 30 defense. Am I great at this game? No. Am I doing something really stupid by wearing basically the worst armor with no HP? Yes. Ugh. I'm basically doing hitless with extra steps. It's not actually hitless, but I have so little HP and defense that even Micolash is one-shotting me. Feels bad, man. Come here, dweeb. We're gonna stick your head in the locker. What the fuck? What? Why is he here already? This is bizarre. He's already in... Trap him in a corner and keep whipping the shit out of him. Magic Pixel, you saved me yet again. Yeah, shut up. Rolling around at the speed of fucking shut up.
Cos. Some say Cosm.
Come on. Can't let this be the entire stream, beating a Briatus first try and then fucking failing to defeat one of the easiest. Well, maybe not the easiest, because I know some people definitely struggle with them, but you died. I died a few times to Miklash. My HP is literally so low he can one-shot. I feel like when Dave discovered how to make what are the Archdeacons of the Deep into an interesting boss fight by making it so you can't use any weapons. And finally, it was a fun fight. I don't know if I'd consider this fun, just kind of tedious, because I have to start from the beginning again every time, and dude does not shut up, so... Thankfully, he seems to be skipping the runaround phase more. Miklash can be really annoying. Yeah, no kidding. If he didn't talk so damn much, I think he would be maybe more manageable, but dude is a yapper. No, thank you. Not to mention, you can't stun him out of, is it Call from Beyond, or is that Augur of Abriatus? I don't use spells, so... Come on. Attack me, Boy Scout. Boop, boop. Ah! I've heard it too many times. I'm sick of you. This really is like school all over again. I have the highest IQ. Bro, just shut the fuck up, please. I am begging you. I'm in the accelerated program because I am so smart. The only real option is to be an atheist. Every other religion is a joke. I don't even need to fight these puppets. I'm doing it for love of the game because they're in my way. They don't even drop anything or give you HP. I think if you have the Beast Cutter, it's possible to hit him through the door because it has the longest attack range. I don't care if you're a furry, shut the fuck up. Bro just makes me mad. Ooh, shut up, Eris. Stop that. Is it not this one? No, it's the other one, right? Maybe? Is it this one? I feel like it is. Yes, it is. Fuck. That ambush is painful when you have 0 HP. I thought he tries to fist you normally. Yeah. But then he'll whip out Augur of Abritus with 0 latency and just wreck your shit. And unfortunately, I guess the strongest gun in the base game... Should I bring the cannon? Let's bring the fucking cannon for shits and giggles. Maybe that'll be able to stun him out of his bullshit. If not, shooting him in the face with a cannon just might make me feel better. But yeah, Eris, you missed us straight up breaking the game. We got Mikolash to start twerking on a mirror and not going anywhere. It was interesting. And he's not going to go straight to the boss room this time. Oh my god, I missed the twerk? Yeah. But you gotta go to twerk, bitch. Now get to twerk, bitch. Sounds like they're getting dinner behind me, so I apologize if you can hear people, because people live here. I haven't finished sound... Where the... This little rascal. Get back here. Stop it. He's bobbing and weaving. Alright, now I think we have to... Let's see if we can kite him by going this way, if this will force him to run in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I was right, that did make me feel better. It was a really poor decision because it doesn't actually do anything useful, but that did in fact make me feel much better. Come on. Yeah, so normally he is not that dangerous. You can very easily predict where he is, what he's doing. But just for that one part of the fight where he gets an ambush on you, it is very, very dangerous if you are not prepared. And as you have seen, my preparedness is lacking. Stop whatever that is, first off. Yeah, Mikolash, host of the nightclub. Come here, boy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Do we want to do the funny thing again? We can do the funny thing again. Shut. I do have a shaman bone blade, so maybe I should hold on to those. Why don't we do the funny thing? Yeah. Dude.
Ah, cos. Or some say cosm. Do you hear our prayers?
Yeah, I'm not above shooting him repeatedly for shits and giggles. I wish there was a way to macro this. But yeah, as you can see, you can absolutely cheese this fight. Sorry for muting. I'm probably going to mute again because they are being awfully loud behind me. Last time when I tried to poison him with dag. That's how we got him twerking on the mirror. I cannot fucking wait for Christmas when I get more sound paneling and I can actually make it so you can't frickin' hear them. Hey Figgy, how you doing? Glad to see you here. For what it's worth, currently having a bad time due to family. I will be right back. Sorry about that. They were singing La Cucaracha for some reason. Anyways, now with more science experiments to euthanize. Frankly, I feel like I'm not sure if I'm doing them a favor or if they're doing me a favor. Anyways, we're gonna continue up Mensis, or sorry, Murgo's loft. And we keep hearing this damn baby crying. Why you always crying? And we will immediately unlock I'm dead. But there is a secret jump there that I need to be... I'm a little out of practice for, but there are some things there to get. I think the elevator is still activated, though. We'll see. Hush, dog. Shut your lips. Do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips. I think it has to reach the bottom. Three, two, one. Nope. I think now it'll be activated. Because it managed to... You're rolling too early. Maybe. Mayhaps. The timing is fiddly. Oh, I only have 10 blood vials. I should probably be prepared to get some more. There we go. And now we come across, you can buy them if you need. Yeah, I will be going and purchasing a bunch after hitting up the Kumjin. But now we have the worst part of... The worst of the worst. Put SETIs on. Thank you for reminding me. Because this is going to be a gosh darn nightmare. Otherwise... Camera. Yep. No point in saying anything else. Behold the Winter Lanterns, the, I think, worst enemies in the game. They suck in just about every conceivable way. At range, they will inflict frenzy, which builds up very rapidly and will do a large amount of damage on you. As soon as it procs them. We saw them already in Frontier. I didn't really talk about them, though. And then up close, they have a grab attack, which still builds up frenzy while you're in it. So, overall, not good is the words I would use to describe the Winter Lanterns. Even with, like, a ton of HP and being fully prepared, this is still an area that I think kills a lot of players, new and experienced. Not to mention, it's a pain to actually get to. But there is something there that is 100% worth our while. First step's a doozy. Yep. I'm debating if I want to try it going up, but I know that's going to take longer to set. There we go. And no, you cannot run past them because, as I said, Frenzy builds very quickly. I mean, maybe I could run past him if I have sedatives on. Should I even bother trying that? But they could follow me. Let's give it a try. I can't believe that worked. Now we get the bowl cut spiders. But that's okay, because we did exactly what we wanted to. And as you look over there, you see, the fucking worst thing imaginable. Behold the brain of Mensis. But now we have dropped it. So it will no longer bother us. Huh. What is singing? There is a key item over there, a tool that you can use, but as I am not really using tools this playthrough, I don't particularly care to go get it. Anyways, we get a bunch of Great One's Wisdom around here. Perfect. Is there something over here that's worthwhile? I don't remember there being anything worthwhile over here. Maybe a shortcut? Ah, it leads back to Mikulash's chamber. Oh, maybe you could open it from the other side and then you'd have to run through this area. Which sounds even worse. But now we are going to get the one thing we have really been looking for. The one singular blood rock in the game. The final upgrade material. Now, if you drop into that pit, you die. If you come out here, it is right where we fought the Hunter of Mensis before. Back, had to pee. Hey, welcome back, Snapton. Let's see, where is it? We're going to use a Bold Hunter's Charm so that we can head back to the Dream. No, sorry. Back to the Dream. And finally upgrade our vicious cane that we have been building this entire game. Never mind, Furnace Guy is back. You vex me yet again, Snaris. But let's get our weapon to plus 10. We can no longer upgrade it. It has disappeared from the menu. And it now does the biggest boy damage. Over 400 per hit. So we have spec'd heavily into Dex and Strength. Strength is less useful, but it does have an effect. But we are very much ready to do some damage that will make the gods cry. I do not believe I have enough blood echoes to gain any points, so we are just going to head right back. Ooh, actually, I do need some blood vials, so I will head back to the Cumjin. For some blood echoes, just to save time so that we can purchase a bunch of blood vials. I could technically farm them, but that's even worse. And by the time we had a decent stockpile, I'd probably have enough to level up anyway. There we go. 91,000. And gone. I love the little dudes' fedoras. They stylin'. Purchase that. We do have a good number of whatever the heck it is, Quicksilver bullets. That's it. I think I am going to come up here and purchase some more bloodstone chunks. We need 20, so I'm going to go ahead and use some. We actually only need 1, so let's go ahead and... No, never mind. I thought it gave us 3. It does not. It gives us 2. Lamau. I'm going to purchase that, and get 1 more bloodstone chunk. And we are going to upgrade Evelyn to +8. And then finally, we are going to continue our way up Margot's Loft. Let's continue on. And would you look at this? It's the Shadows of Yharnam. Oh dear. I misjudged that, didn't I? I didn't lock on, so the attack, unfortunately, as I pointed out slightly before, you can actually change the height of your weapon's attack by looking up or down. For instance, you will swing higher doing that than this. So if you are not looking directly at the enemy, such as I often do, where I look sort of at an angle downward, you will not hit said enemy. We'll get there eventually. How long have we been rocking and rolling for? About an hour and a half? I think I got another 30 minutes in me. Then it is time to go soak in the Christmas spirit as a non-Christian. Go, 1 down. You can see they dropped quite a few souls themselves. This is the late game. So do not be surprised by the sheer danger these enemies pose. I am incredibly ill-prepared to deal with enemies like this, but even so, even if you were to really max out your HP and try these pigs are one of the best late game sources of souls in the base game without using chalice dungeons or the DLC. So if you just have base Bloodborne, which at this point, why? That's where you want to go. Now, rather than going slow through here, I wonder if I can just get away with booking it. So, you got your furnace working or not? Yeah, so that was probably a bad idea to try to run past the things that literally will sprint down hallways at you. Gotta go to my work to get the electric heaters. Zam, dog. How much longer will stream be going? Honestly, I feel like we've hit most of what we kind of set out to today. We've been going for an hour and 40 minutes. You know, I think this is a perfectly fine point to leave off. We're almost at the boss already. This area is not particularly large, so I think that this will be a fine point to sign off. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am very sorry. For those of you who have kind of kept me company, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this as much as I did, or didn't. Mikolash is a special kind of hell. But, yeah, I am a small YouTuber, so forgive me for shilling out. You try to be here. Don't worry, Eris, you're fine. But please like, comment, subscribe, all of the frickin' jazz that you hear a million times. It really does help, especially as I think I have like 60 subscribers, so very, very small. Started basically 3 months ago, so I'd appreciate it if you could lend a hand. Like, comment, and subscribe. Gross. But don't feel obligated to do that. The only thing I'll really ask you to do is to take care of yourselves. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful night and a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. Bye-bye.